tough loss. I mean, I can't really describe it any other way. Came out pretty strong offensively, then 2 turnovers right before the first half kind of killed us. Turnovers killed us the entire game. Had a few fumbles, interception. Special teams, I don't think we got onto the field offensively until late in the 3rd quarter. I mean, that's unfortunate, but it happens. We need to clean it up. But I mean, we can't sit up here and act like our season's over. We got a scoreboard watch tonight, and just pray that Tampa loses.
Kurt, when was the last time you scoreboard watch in your career? Is this the first time?
Yeah, really, it is. I mean, I haven't really paid attention to too much of the score. I mean, I've watched a few games or whatnot. Tried to watch a few, just scouting my opponent every now and then. But as far as keeping track of who's winning, who's losing,
Can you walk us through that last play, with the fumble? What happened?
It was a 50 protection, 5-step drop. I got my drop. I think I hitch stepped, getting ready to fire the ball, and just came behind and knocked it out. I don't really know what happened with the protection. I think I talked to Keith, and he said his guy just ran a good hoop on him and barely touched my arm and knocked it out. It's unfortunate. The guy made a play.
First half, it seemed like you guys could do no wrong, especially with that guy sitting there.
I mean, they came out playing a lot of soft man. They were just kind of, I guess, feeling us out. And we were just going. We were just running gun and completing balls and just driving on them. Then all of a sudden we tightened up in our formation and we ran the ball. I wasn't out to Joe, and Joe fumbled it. That was the first sign of weakness offensively, and then from there, the second series we came back and I threw that interception right before the half. And then the second half we didn't get the ball until late the 3rd, like I said, and then we came on and we had a 4-and-out. We had a fumble, then we had another 4-and-out later on, and just can't do it.
Yeah, you guys won 31 minutes last week. Either one of you, that's really one.
This is arena football. You know, they offense did a great job of keeping us off the field. They kind of nicked us all the way down the field on offense, and they took a lot of time off the clock. You know, that's the nature of the game. But when we do get opportunities, we just gotta capitalize, and we didn't do that tonight.
Yeah. Defense gave us a couple stops, and we were 0 for 3, I think, on all of them.
Well, they did make a stop, and they made a stop, then you went 4-3 and 4 now, and then they made another stop in that score. Yeah. That was the one that broke that 31-minute.
Okay. Yeah, it was sometime.
Josh talked about the return, the field goal return. First one in VooDoo history, field goal return for a touchdown.
Well, that might be the easiest play on the field. You know, when they kick a field goal, because they have all the linemen on the field. You know, and it's not a lot of 4-3 linemen in this league. You know, so them guys did a great job blocking for me. All I had to do was run. You know, when I turned the corner, there wasn't nobody over there. You know, but one guy, and I had one guy blocking for me. So, you know, those guys did a great job of protecting and turning around and getting the block. And all I did was run in the end zone.
And again, for either one of you guys, everything was going perfectly. You were about to go up 3 scores.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said that right there at the end of the half. I said we should have been up by 21 or 20 at that point since the extra point was missed. We should have been up by 20 at that point. We should have been, I think, 41 to 21 or something like that.
Yeah, it would have been 41 to 21.
That's how arena football goes. It's a two-way swing. Next thing you know, you could be up 20, and next thing you know, you could be back in the game. And who knows? It's just how it works. Special teams, offensively, the turnovers killed us. I think that was the main thing. But we still have hope. We still got to believe. We got to watch tonight. Great.
It was almost like, this is another question for you, and I'm just thinking this offhand. Are you guys almost afraid to go up big on a division opponent because Jacksonville last week and Georgia?
I don't know. I think that kind of plays a part with having a young team. I think a lot of guys, sometimes even myself, maybe we get up and we just think maybe it's just a walk in the park from there. But that's not the way this game works. I mean, Josh can probably tell you a lot better than I can that games can be won and lost within 10 minutes. I mean, you can go up by 20 in the next 2 minutes or something. You could be back in the game at 0-0 or something like that. So, I mean, I don't necessarily think that just because we have a young team that should be an excuse, but that just might be the reason.
Korean Football League works on one-year contracts. Both of you will be back next year.
It's going to be up to coach.
Okay, coach asked you, will you be back?
Yeah, I'd love to come back. I'd love to. I tell everybody I'd love to play for Coach Pio wherever he goes. If he comes back, I would love to play for him. He's a great coach, great guy. I'd like to play for him.
Josh?
You know, I love Coach. You know, I've been with Coach for 3 years now. It's coming to the point in my career, though, you know, where it might be time for me to, you know, put him on the shelf and you know, start the second half of my life. So, you know, I just got to go home and kind of rethink a couple things and, you know, make sure it's the best situation for me. And, you know, only God knows, you know.
If I come back, I'll make sure he's coming back. I'm getting half of my check or something. So I'd rather have him. So
if you did go out on a record-breaking year, you know, we can go out on that. Or then you can come back and notice that this team probably didn't come out.
Well, that's the truth. You know, we have a good group of guys here. It's a very good group, and a lot of these guys are young. So a lot of these guys are just getting their feet wet in arena football, and it's a totally different game. But you know, these guys have caught on well. You know, we've had a pretty good season. You know, pretty good regular season, and we're gonna continue to believe that we're gonna get into the playoffs, and we're gonna try to make a run once we get in.
Guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
thank you.